Alright, so what I did is, if you notice right here, I cut out one of the sections with a pair of wire cutters. I just said snip there, snip there. I stuck a hose up through, and then I took a razor blade and just slit a little hole in the bottom of the filter here. This is the Fluval filter guard. So then what you do is you just push this on and you slide this up. Now this air stone, this is the air stone that you connect to the top, and then you put the little connector here. Just slide the Fluval up to the end until it stops. Hold this right here, and then you're going to connect this end back, which goes like so. Now you can monitor the bubbles as they come through into your filter, and they'll be caught up in the impeller before you go back in, and you can actually see the bubbles come through the filter. Now I might cut this a little bit shorter in order to see a little bit better, so I got more viewing area of the bubbles, but you get to see the gist of things. You connect your CO2 line in here. The filter is covered to prevent any shrimp, baby fry, or anything like that going into your filter. You can actually see the bubbles of your CO2 coming in. They go into your filter. The impeller breaks them up, and then you get actually no micro bubbles back into the actual tank itself. Alright, so I also took this opportunity to clean the filter. And what I did is, at the bottom I had a piece of filter floss. As you can tell, that's filthy. When I originally put it in, let me see. When I originally put it in, it looked like this stuff right here was blue, white, and now you can see how dirty it is. And then that was followed by the carbon, or the bioballs and the carbon that came with it. And then I put this this pad right here on the top. That's nothing more than a piece of poly filter. This right here, and you can tell by the color of it, looks like it had a lot of phosphates because it's brown. In addition to that, Fluval gave you a little packet. This right here I put in here just to kind of see how that would work out, and that's brown and disgusting too. So my plan is to put back in the original filter that came with it, followed by the biomedia. And then what I'm going to do is put some Chemi-Pure Green Nano, throw a piece of that in there, and hopefully that'll polish up the water. The water was staying kind of brown and just not looking real clear. Right, so this is, alright, so here we go. We put back the original Fluval filter that came with it. That can act as an additional bio media. Then we put the original media in case. I just throw a rubber band around it because it's sometimes difficult to manipulate, so we put that back next. Then we put the packet of Chemi-Pure on top. And then on top of that, I put an additional piece of filter floss. And the reason I did that is because I can change the filter floss and the filter floss and the Chemi-Pure more often than I have to change the other stuff at the bottom. So once it's all done, just kind of rest everything back into the Fluval, kind of manipulate it back in there, set it into place. All right, so that's it. That's how it looks. We got the filter floss, everything back in, and then the air stone with the CO2, and we're going to get it all set up and see how it runs. All right, so I got everything back up and running. If you notice, it's running good. I plugged in the CO2. I got it running at about, let's see, a few drops per second. It's not that bad. All right. And then up here, you can't really see it, but if you look inside, you can see the bubbles coming out. There we go. And it's totally diffusing all of the bubbles. You don't see no bubbles coming back into the aquarium. And no bubbles coming back in. And again, I had the Fluval. Okay, so I guess occasionally you get that little gurgle, whatever that was. But I had the Fluval, and then I bought this simple diffuser. And that's what I have in there now. Bought this off Amazon. I bought two. So this one clogged, at least I have another one. But at any rate, this is what's in there now. And it's creating a nice amount of bubbles. Again, when I had the Fluval in there, it was took a lot of pressure to make that many bubbles. I probably don't need that much pressure now. But as you can tell, it's working out pretty good. I got the hack on there to keep the bubbles from going underneath the surface here. And then I have the Chemi-Pure and the intake cover. And then, like I said, no bubbles coming in, so hopefully that makes a difference. But this is how the tank looks now. I just did a water change, so I got some micro bubbles on the surface there. Hopefully they'll go away soon. At any rate, we'll see how things go. Okay, so this is the aquarium a few days later. I had a chance to clear up pretty good. I just wanted to show you guys a few things. First and foremost, I moved the stone down. It used to be really high last time. I moved it down so I can monitor it from right here. You can see the bubbles going in. And you can also see that the filter is starting to attract all of the debris from within the tank like it's supposed to. Um, I'm not sure if it's the CO2 or what, but I got a bunch of new growth right here. The tip of this Java fern is new growth. Tip of this Java fern is new growth, and then right over here on the Java moss. I had this light. This is a Aqua Neat. It's a freshwater LED. Has the red, the green, and the white LEDs in there. I added that in addition to the stock lighting, which is just white and blue. You can see that there are still some micro bubbles within the tank. You can just notice, you can see them in there, but they're very, very tiny and not as noticeable as before. A couple bubbles across the top of the tank, but that's to be expected when the plants are releasing. If you can notice, the plants are releasing the bubbles; those are going to the top. Other than that, looks pretty good. The Chemi-Pure Green did a great job of cleaning the tank up and cleared it up really, really good. I hope you liked the video. I hope it helps. I hope it's a little hack with having the CO2 air stone within the intake pipe works out for you. If it did and it helped you out, just like the video. Stay safe and see you next time. Take care.